Hi Virgo, welcome. Time for your September general reading. This is a general reading for all Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the energies of September. So, thanks for tuning in, being a part of my channel. Really appreciate you all. So Virgo, what's going on in your world of September? Let's see what's happening. I feel like somebody's dipping into some money in the savings account. All right, one more shuffle and let's see what's going on in your world. Okay, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right, Virgo, what's your overall energy? What's overall energy for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Ooh, a whole slew of cards flipped over. So let's see what's going on. Okay, there is somebody or something, a situation that you cannot put to rest. And it was really, really hurtful, okay? Whatever this situation was. I mean, it hurt you to the core. And it's like maybe they cheated on you. I mean, they did the unthinkable. And it's like you are trying so hard to bury it, but you can't. You just can't let go of this, you know? And it's like you heard something. I mean, when you learned about this, you tried to like chin up, like you weren't going to let it just really get to you. But I think this was one of those things that was so bad. It took you down. It took you down. You might have been dealing with a fire sign. Ooh, Virgo. I mean, you know who you're dealing with, all right? So I feel like this was one of those things you tried really hard to not let it go, but I almost feel like you explode at some point. Like you blow, like you just, I mean, because you were so deeply hurt. All right, I'm so sorry for you, Virgo. You know, sometimes I think messages come through because we all want to be heard. You know, that is definitely somebody who's in a lot of pain. So I acknowledge your pain. What they did was awful. But you don't know how you're going to cut them out either. I think the last reading that I did for you, you were hanging in a relationship, and I thought that you were like so noble for doing that. But this last episode, I think, was, you know, the one that pushed you over the brink. So you come out here as this King of Cups, this Queen of Cups. So you might be dealing with somebody who's a water sign. You know, I almost get the feeling that they took advantage of you on some level. You know, it's almost like they opened up knowing that they were going to hurt you. You know, they were trying to let their walls down, and in letting their walls down, you learned of, you know, maybe some affair that they had or some crush that they were involved in. And I think it just really broke your heart. I mean, there was just a lot. I mean, you're so confused. I mean, this whole situation, when your person opens up and tells you what they did, right? Because that's what I feel is going on here. I mean, it throws you for a loop. You're so confused. Because this is one of those that you're not real sure how you're going to recover from this one. Because I think it's a tangled web. It's not that easy to just walk away from this relationship. You know, out comes the Emperor with the Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, I feel like you've got to get control of your marriage, though. Somehow you're going to have to get control of this situation. Because it's almost like this person is totally oblivious to the depth of the hurt that they did to you. Do you know what I'm saying? And that to me is a big issue, that they don't even realize that. You know, what's the bigger issue is that they do realize it, and they did it intentionally. So I feel like, you know, you need to really gain control of the situation, your emotions, find your power. You know, because it's time for you to start putting your foot down. Because I think they've been kind of stringing you along and stringing you along and stringing you along. Even if you're married, I feel like they were stringing you along, and then they turn around and behind your back, they do something that just stabs you. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Cups. And the World card. So, this is one of those things. You could put an end to it, but I think you would want to look the other way. It's like, rather than close the door on this person, I mean, the truth is you want to walk the other way, but that's not going to change. You're always going to feel really unsettled because this person, they have this element of not being able to really commit, you know, just in general, like to anything or anyone. So I can't help but think that, you know, you may be, you know, thinking of just really moving on because this one hurt. This was the big kaboom. So, you come out gaining control. Okay, so I feel like, again, if you are the one that I just did a reading for, who I think is so noble, I think you finally put your foot down and you're like, no more. I'm not going to have you, like, feed along. And because I almost feel like they've been stringing you along somehow. I don't know how, but they've been stringing you along. And you're like, no more. No more. This tower is going to fall. And things are going to turn. And if they like it, great. And if they don't, that's fine. I think you're ready. You're not willing to play games anymore. And you know something has to change. 2 5s. Something's got to change. Yeah, so this, you know, it's time to get off the hamster wheel, you and this person. And you're not willing to get hurt like that again. No, sirree, Bob. No, 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 no. You know, so out comes the Empress. So now we have an Emperor and an Empress. I mean, you two, like, I mean, you have this, like, divine connection. I mean, the two of you are together because you're supposed to be together. You know, but somebody's fighting that. You know, it's like they're fighting that. They're fighting the fact that, listen, we're just supposed to be together. But if they're not careful, somebody's going to get away. And it'd be a missed opportunity. And I feel like that's your person. I think they're really beautiful. They've got power. They're really, I mean, they're your equal on a lot of levels. But with that being said, you know, I think they also play games. And this last one went too far. Yeah. So, I mean, you're at that point. You're really at the point of no return. It's like, can you recover from this last incident that this person pulled on you? Can you? Can you? I mean, because you're pissed. You know, and this has happened before. I mean, you're this King of Swords reverse. You're like, this has happened over and over again. This is how it's always been. You know, they take what they want. You know, they got all the control. They take what they want, you know, without thinking of anybody else. They do their own thing. You know, they're married, but they're not married. And that's what needs to end. You know, because I feel like they have some control over money somehow. I mean, it's like this has got to come to an end. I mean, you're at this point. It's like you're at the point of no return, Virgo. You're at the point of no return. You got to make a decision. What are you going to do? This last one was a doozy. This last incident that they pulled on you, that was a doozy. So, I think you need to look at some things. Lots of things here. I think you need to really see whether or not you can really stand together, you know, and have this relationship. Can you walk through a new door? Yes or no? I mean, you need to look at everything, you know, because this is your future. And there's been a lot of conflict already. Another 5. Something's got to change. And you know it's got to change. You know? And that means you might have to say things that they're not going to like. Somebody's got to make the change. And I think you're the one that has the strength, the power, the energy to stand up to the plate and say, hey, you know, you can't do this to me anymore. I've put up with a lot, but that last one, never again. That one hurt. So, what a story, Virgo. Holy cow. Let's get some advice, huh? What's some advice for this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? All right. See, this isn't something that you can easily just put it to rest. You know, twice now we have the Death card. I mean, you're not willing to just, like, call it done. Even though, I mean, these are some really dark cards. You know, this Tower wants to fall. I mean, you know that, you know, the only thing to do is to break away. But, you know, you don't want it to end. Huh. See, you will carry this burden till the end. I mean, God, you just... What is it that's keeping you, like, so, like, connected? Like, what is holding you? I feel like there's something... And I think it's you doing it yourself. You know, it's like, why... If somebody hurts you over and over again, why do you keep going back? I mean, that's what I mean. It's like you're a noble person, you know, to, like, not give up. You know, but right now, you're not doing anything. See? Because you don't want it to really end. It's like, this one hurt, and it's like you're internalizing it all. I mean, you're just, like, fuming. I mean, you're just going to blow. I'm telling you, Virgo, you're going to blow. Time for this to come to an end. Something has to change. For real. Something has to change. All right. Oof. This is a very heavy relationship. This is a heavy relationship. And at times you really don't know what to do because you feel like you don't have control. Boy, time to open up. Time to open up, Virgo. Speak your truth. Time to speak your truth. All right, that's what I got for you, Virgo. Wow, okay. That was for somebody, maybe one person out there. So take what works, leave what doesn't. All right, I'll see you at the next reading. Bye now.